All right, what's up, y'all? So, my name is Jason Luttrell. If we haven't met, I'm a management consultant for bars and restaurants, and I wanted to show you something just to put this into context for you. So, I just got back from the dentist. I had a lovely experience, just like I normally do, and so this is where I live. And what I'm going to do right now, is we're just looking at just Google Maps, and we're playing the game of who are we going to let put their hands in my mouth, right? And so this is exactly the same as what we do with restaurants, but this is the exact same decision process as people have when they're deciding where to eat, right? So you're going to see right here. This is I did do a search just now, so this already showed up, but this is a sponsored placement. This is going to be a sponsored placement. This is going to be a sponsored placement right here. And this is what I ended up going with for the work that my dentist doesn't do. I need a root canal, so boo-hoo me. But my dentist is actually right here, and what I'm going to say is I'm going to look for dentist. And I'm just going to look for dentist, right? And so there's all kinds of different kind of dentists. There's there's all kinds of different dentists. But what's going to happen right here is we're going to get the 3-pack here, or we're going to get the sponsored placements right here. And what this is people paid for the AdWord for this lead. And so if I click on these links, then they're going to have to pay whatever the cost is for my lead to come into their system. So you better believe that these places are set up to receive leads because they're paying for them. I don't know what a dental lead costs, but I'm guessing it's in the $15 to $20 range. So every time somebody clicks this, they pay $20 or $10 or $15 or whatever it is, maybe $1. I don't know. I would have to do the research and find out. So we're looking for a dentist. This is relatively high stakes. And with dentists in particular, especially with just family dentistry, then somebody who goes to you as a dentist is going to probably go there for a very long time. So let's just put that in the back of our minds. What somebody sees when they say dentist, especially if their location is on, which is probably true. So this is where I live right here. And then these are all the dentists that are near me. Now, the next thing that people look at is they're going to look up here. And some people are just going to skip right past the sponsored placements because they want to check to see more organic placements. But look what's happening here. So this one is sponsored. They have 11 reviews and they're not so good. So they're basically they're trying to pay their way out of a bad reputation. But would I go there? Nope, I don't think so. 2.5, not for me. You're not going to put your hands in my mouth. This one is the slickest one of them all. And because it's got 184 5-star reviews. Now, would I let them put their hands in my mouth with a sharp thing? Yes, I probably would, actually, because it seems that everybody else has decided that they're pretty good, and which means that I don't have to decide whether they're good or not. Also, I like this kind of slick, like our promise, no judgment. I don't know why I would be judged, but that feels kind of good. And then it goes on down. But notice that all the ones that it recommends over here, it doesn't say recommend, but this is what they're recommending based on the results. So the relevance engine, that is Google, says that these ones are the most relevant because they have higher ratings and more ratings. But these aren't the ones that are actually even closer to me. But let's look at the ones that are closer to me in just a second. But look at all these ones. This one is like a mile away from my house, and I live in New York City. That's like a mile is a long way, and so these are really far away. But the ones that are really close to me are like Eastwood Village PLC, 2.2, 13 ratings at 2.2. So they're just not even playing the game. These are, and then this one over here is Lower East Side Dental Group. This one, I believe, is up here. I'm pretty sure they are. Kids Smile Dentistry. This one is doing really well. Live LIV Dentistry. They're doing okay. Actually, not really. They're not doing it very well. But there's a lot. The point is that there's a lot of other places that are closer to me, but they're not being served in search results because they don't have a lot of star ratings. And this is why I'm saying, like, the way that when every time you go to a dentist makes like $1,000 or something like that. And that's because they're billing your insurance and all that other stuff. But with your restaurant, you're making like $50 or $100 or whatever it is based on the style of your restaurant. So if you're not playing this game, you go to the dentist once, maybe twice a year. But with restaurants, people go out to eat like 3 or 4 or 5 times a month. And so it's like, if your place isn't represented as being the right thing for them, that's close to them, based on your reputation, then people are just not going to go to you. And here's another little piece of shocking information, is that my dentist is actually right here. This is my Dr. Gerber's like right here. So I'm going to say Dr. Gerber. Dr. Gerber is right here. So they're not playing this game at all. And the reviews that they do have are terrible. right? So 3.6, 31 reviews. And so they've asked me for reviews, but kind of not very well. And they use like this third party service. So like my dentist that I use, because I know that they're close, is not even registered on here. So that doesn't mean that these people are bad for not showing up or they provide bad services. It just means that they're not playing the game. And I feel bad because my dentist is a really sweet guy. He's been at his practice for a long time. It's a small business, just like any other one. And he's completely invisible. So I'm going to send him this video and be like, hey, yo, man, Dr. Gerber, like, what's up? Like, you're losing a lot of money. And so like every time I go in the place, it's like, I get treated like I'm family. Like I feel like I'm like my abuelita is like, greeting me and saying, hey, Jason, we miss you. How's your son? And so like, that was my experience today. And so like, this story is just not being told. And if you get nothing from this video, then like the takeaway is that like this game is important. This is the only game to play actually, because you don't even get the chance to provide your epic service unless you're going to be found. And so like, it just breaks my heart to see these businesses, like especially restaurants, at an outsized rate, like 8 out of 10 restaurants go out of business. And this is part of the reason why. And this game is really easy to play. It's not that hard. Software takes care of most of this, by the way. This is the service that I provide is primarily reputation management, loyalty, and retention, but it does not, you do not get the opportunity to serve somebody until they can find you. So that's all I got for you today. I'm sorry if I'm a little angry and a little frustrated about this, but it's just like, I had a great experience at my dentist today, and he's got an empty waiting room, and here's why. And this is exactly why I serve restaurants, is because of this reason right here. All right. See you next time. Bye.